but the variable is hidden here. That is the x raised to the power 0. In the second example, x square plus 5x minus 6. We see here the exponent of the variable in the first term, x square. What is the exponent? 2 is here. And in the second term, 5x. So the x raised to the power 1. It is a non-negative integer. Minus 6. It is a constant. But the variable is hidden here, x raised to the power 0. That value is 1. So in the first term, the exponent is 2. In the second term, exponent of the variable x is 1. In the third one, the exponent of the variable is 0. In the third example, we see here 5xy minus 6. The exponent of the x is 1. That is not written. Y raised to the power 1. That is not written. It is understood. Minus 6. X raised to the power 0. In the last example, 5x square. 5x square. 5x square. The exponent of the variable x is 2 here. So which is also a whole number. So we have seen here in the 4 example. So the n algebraic expression कब होगा? When exponent of the variable throughout the expression, it must be the whole number. It must be the whole number.
Excuse me,
Without
sir.
which it will be the algebraic expression. So the condition for polynomial is number 1, the exponent of the variable must be a non-negative integer, that is the whole number. Now we move to the general form of the polynomial here.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, sir, there is one question coming from learner. She is from UP. Her name is Vidya. She is asking, what is the difference between algebraic expression and polynomials? Difference. What is the difference?
Yes. Just I will come to the question after this slide, sir.
Okay, fine.
So the general form of the polynomial here we have written here a raised to the power n into x raised to the power n plus an minus 1 into x raised to the power n minus 1 and up to the a0. The value of n here is in decreasing order here. So n must be a non-negative integer. And the coefficient an minus 1 and so on up to 0 are all real numbers except that an, that is the leading term, where the coefficient of the leading term should not be equal to 0 here. So the general form of the polynomial we see here, the exponent. The important thing is x raised to the power n, where n must be the whole number here or the non-negative integer. Now we go to the question here, the difference. Now we see one question is, what is the difference between the algebraic expression and polynomial here? So we can see that the polynomial comes under the algebraic expression. All polynomials are algebraic expression, but all algebraic expressions are not polynomial. Now we take the example here, the 1 upon x plus 3, and we take another example here, x plus 3. What we see in these two examples, when x goes to the numerator side, that x become minus 1 plus 3. So what we see here, in the first expression, it is a minus 1. Exponent of the variable is minus 1. That is not a whole number. Hence, this is an algebraic expression, but it is not a polynomial. The condition for polynomial is the exponent of the variable must be a whole number. So these are the two algebraic expression. Example is there, but the polynomial is this, because the exponent of the variable is 1 here, that is a whole number. Similarly, we take x raised to the power plus 3. This is another example here. This is an algebraic expression, but it is not a polynomial. Because the exponent of the variable is 1 upon 2, that is not a whole number. Hence, this is an algebraic expression, but it is not a polynomial. So this is not a polynomial here, you see, but it is a algebraic expression. So all algebraic expressions are not polynomial, but all, so this process is here, but it is not like this. So what is the polynomial? All polynomials are algebraic expression. All polynomials are algebraic expression, but all algebraic expression are not polynomial. So there are the two examples we have seen here. 1 upon x plus 3. This is the example of algebraic expression. X plus 3 is also an example of one of algebraic expression. But when we simplify it, or in the exponential form, we have x raised to the power minus 1 plus 3. So this states that the exponent of the variable is minus 1, which is not a whole number. Hence, it is not a polynomial. The important condition of polynomial is exponent of the variable must be a whole number. I think it is clear the question of some learners.
Sir, one
So,
more sir, one more question is coming.
yes, sir.
He's from Bihar. He is asking, then what is the difference between a polynomial and a equation?
Yes, yes, of course, sir. So now we see in the another example here. The polynomial and equation, and this is an algebraic expression. So the polynomial, now we write here x plus 3 and x plus 3 equal 5. So algebraic expressions are polynomial and equation too, both. But in case of polynomial, there is no sign of equality here. But in the case of equation, there is a sign of equality here. There is a sign of equality. So this is the basic difference. The polynomial does not have the sign of equality or the sign of inequality here. But in the case of equation, there is a sign of equality here. This is a condition between the variable and constant here. So the equation is a condition between the variable and constant, and it has the sign of equality here. When two polynomial has some condition or the sign of equality in between, then it is known as it becomes the equation. So the important condition is this one. The equation must have the sign of equality. But in the case of polynomial, there is no sign of equality. So both comes under the algebraic expression. So polynomial and equation both are algebraic expression. It is a condition between two algebraic expressions. The condition is the sign of equality here. So for the inequation, now we move further. Inequation. When there is a sign of inequality, that is the greater or smaller. So this is an inequation because the sign of inequality is there. And in the first one, when the sign of equality is there, then it is an equation. I think it is clear now. Now we move to the terms and coefficient. So I think we have discussed here the general form of the polynomial here. So the fx equal a raised to an into x raised to the power n plus a n minus 1 x raised to the power minus 1, and it goes up to the 0. So n is a non-negative integer, and the coefficient an minus 1 up to the z are real number, with the condition that the an must not be equal to 0. This is the leading term, and an is the leading coefficient of x raised to the power n here. Now we have some example here So we take some break here, and in between you see the example. Which of the following are polynomial? So I take some 5 minutes break here.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर।
शिक्षा और परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर। दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बात,
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने। कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने। स्वयं बने, हम
Now, before taking the break, I have given some problems here. Which of the following are polynomials here? So, there are the example, number 1, 2, 0, and 3xy. These are the three, and you have to find out in which of the all are these polynomial or not. Number 2, under root 3 into x plus 3, and the third one is the 2 into under root x minus 3, and 2x minus 5 by plus 7 and 1 upon 5x की raised to the power minus 2 plus 5x plus 7 and in the last one x minus 2 into x minus 4 upon x. So there are some problems here. Now we have to find which of the following are polynomial. In the first one, there are three problems here, three questions here, three parts are there, 2, 0 and 3xy. Now we have to find are all these polynomials, or 2 is only polynomial, 0 is not a polynomial, 3xy, and what will be the answer here. Now you have to think about this. So then after that we will discuss each and every question here. Now we come to the solution part. Now we come to the solution part here. In the first example, so think whether 2 is a polynomial. You will say that there is no variable. Yes, no, there the variable is hidden here. So the 2 can be written as the 2 into 1, or the 1 can be written as the x raised to the power 0 or y raised to the power 0, or any variable bearing the exponent 0. So the 2 into x raised to the power 0. So the x is there, variable is there, so hence 2 is a polynomial. 0 into x raised to the power 0, it is also a polynomial. 3xy, x raised to the power 1, y raised to the power 1. The exponent of the variables are the whole numbers, hence 3xy is also a polynomial. So the all three parts of the first problem are polynomial. Now we come to the second problem here. Under root 3 into x plus 3. 3 is constant, x is variable here, and you see that x is variable here, and x, the exponent of the x is 1 here, and under root 3 is the coefficient. So the numeral coefficient of the x is under root 3. So the x raised to the power 1, it is a whole number, exponent is a whole number, and this is a constant term, so it is also a whole number. So we see that in the second part or the second problem, this is also a polynomial. But in the third part, what we see here, in the third part, we see here 2 into under root x minus 3. The under root x can be written in an exponential form. This is the radical form. So when we write in exponential form, it will be 2 into x raised to the power 1 upon 2 minus 3. So the exponent of the variable x is 1 upon 2, which is not a whole number. Hence, 2 into under root x minus 3 is not a polynomial. I think it is clear. So now we move to the another question here. 2x minus 5 by plus 7. X and y, these are the two variables here. So the x raised to the power 1, y raised to the power 1, exponent of the variable is a whole number. So we can say 2x minus 5y plus 7 is also a polynomial. In the next example, it is 1 upon 5 into x raised to the power minus 2 plus 5x plus 7. First term is 1 upon 5x raised to the power minus 2. So when we use the law of radical here, so x when x goes on the numerator side, the x sign of the exponent gets changed. So it will be 1 upon 5 into x raised to the power 2 plus 5x plus 7. So the when x reaches in the numerator there, so the exponent will be plus 2. Minus 2 से change हो जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा? X raised to the power 2. So it will also be the polynomial. Now in the last case, so it is x minus 2 into x minus 4 upon x. Now you have to think whether it is a polynomial or not. Simply, without multiplying x, when x goes to the numerator side, what it will be? So the x will be x raised to the power minus 1. So it is a non-negative integer. Hence, it is not a polynomial. So again, we discuss it. 2, 0, and 3 and xy. These are the all three are the polynomial. Second case is also a polynomial. But in the third case, exponent of the variable becomes a rational number, because the x raised to the power 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 is a rational number, not a whole number. Hence, it is not a polynomial. In the case of 2x minus 5y plus 7, x and y are the variables, and both of them have the exponent as a whole number here. And in the another case, 1 upon 5, x ki power minus 2. So the x ki power minus 2, when it goes to the upside, so it will be x to the power 2. So the exponent of the variable becomes positive. So it is a whole number. So now I think in this exercise we have discussed, and you have also can find any expression whether it is a polynomial or not. So we can take to the degree of the polynomial, the important part of this degree of the polynomial. First of all, the important part, whether it is a polynomial or not. Now we come to the degree of the polynomial. So what is the degree of the polynomial here? It is the sum of the exponent of the variables. If there is one variable, then it is a variable. When there are more than one variable, then it becomes the variables. In a term is called the degree of the term. Now in the expression we have taken here, x square plus 5x minus 6. There are three terms. X square, second term is 5x, and the last term, third term is minus 6. There are three terms. So the sum of the exponent of the variable, since there is one variable and its exponent is 2, hence the degree of the term x square is 2. For the second term 5x, the exponent of the variable x is 1, hence the degree of the term 5x is 1. Similarly, minus 6. Minus 6 is the third term, but the variable is hidden here, x raised to the power 0. X raised to the power 0, hence its degree is 0. So the constant term की degree हमेशा 0 होती है. So I think it is clear. How can you find the degree of the terms? X square plus 5x minus 6. First term is x square, exponent is the 2. So the degree is 2. In the case of second term 5x, the x raised to the power 1. So the degree is 1. So in the exponent is 1, the degree is 1. On the minus 6, x raised to the power 0. So the degree is 0 here. Now we move to the another example. It will make the problems or the degree more clear here. Number first, you can see here one polynomial 2 into x cube into y minus xy raised to the power 4 plus 9x cube into y raised to the power 4. So we see here how many terms are there. there are three terms because the terms are separated by the sign plus or minus. When any algebraic expression is divided by the sign of plus or minus in several parts, then each part is known as the term. The first term is 2x cubed y, second term is minus x into y raised to the power 4, and the last term is, third term is 9x cubed into y raised to the power 4. But in the case of a degree, what the definition it was? So the sum of the exponents of the variable. You see here, sum of the exponents of the variable. Now in this case here, the variables are x and y. So the exponent of x is 3 and the exponent of y is 1. So the sum will be 3 plus 1, that is the 4. In the second term, exponent is of the x is 1 and exponent of 4, y is 4. So the sum will be 1 plus 4, yeah, and minus plus, sorry, 1 plus 4, and 5. And the third term, 9x cubed into y raised to the power 4. The x cubed, x raised to the power 4. Exponent of x is 3 here. Exponent of y is 4 here. So the sum of the exponent 3 plus 4, that is the 7. So the degree is 7. So therefore, now you can easily see that the degree of the term 4, first term the degree is 4, second term the degree is 5, and the third term degree is 7. So that these are the degree of each term in this polynomial here. I think it is very clear. Now we move to the degree of the polynomials. Degree of the polynomials. Now we have studied earlier, or we have learned earlier, the degree of the term. Now we are taking the degree of polynomial. So in a polynomial, the degree of the highest term in the whole expression, पूरे expression के अंदर degree of the highest term. So in this example, we have taken here 2x cubed y into x into y raised to the power 4 plus 9x cubed into y raised to the power 4. Three terms are there, and the first term the degree is 4, and the second term degree is 5, and the third term degree is 7. So the highest degree is 7. Hence the degree of the polynomial is 7. I think that is clear now. So degree of the term, first we will study the degree of the term. Second, we have studied the degree of the polynomial. So the highest degree terms, degree of the highest term in the whole expression, पूरे expression के अंदर जिस term की degree सबसे ज़्यादा होगी, वही degree of the polynomial कहलाएगा. I think the example is very clear here. Is there any doubt? Now, again, you have to find the degree of the polynomial. I have taken some example here. You have to find the 0, 2 upon 3, 1 upon 5 into x minus 2 plus 5x plus 7, 4x, and the last one is the 2x plus 5xy plus 7. Now you have to find the degree of the polynomial. So you see it and then we will discuss it. So you can note down it on the paper. You can note down these problems on the paper. Then we will solve it one by one. Then we will solve it one by one. Now we go to the first case, the 0. 0 can be written as the 0 into 1, and this 0 into 1 can be written 0 into x raised to the power 0. So what will be the degree? So the degree will be 0. Is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong? Now you have to think on this. Second one, 2 upon 3 into 1, this 2 upon 3 into x raised to the power 0, and this one, the degree is 0. In the same way, 1 upon 5 into x square plus 5x plus 7. So the highest degree, the degree here is 2, degree here is 1, degree here is 0. So the highest degree is 2 here. So the degree is 2 here. And what about the 4x? 4 into x is to the power 1. So the degree is 1 here. And in the case of this, this is 1, and this degree 1 plus 1, x to the power 1, it is 2 here, and its degree is 0 here. So the highest degree is 2. So the degree is 2 here. So the degree is 2 here. So these are the cases, but what about this one? Is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong? You have to think on this question here. And it is very clear, 2 upon 3 can be written as the 2 upon 3 into 1. 1 can be written as the x raised to the power 0. Any variable with the exponent 0 is always 1. So the degree is 0 here. It is a constant. In the same way, so this can be written like this: when x raised to the power minus 2 goes to the upper side, so it will be x square plus 5x plus 7. So the degree of this term is 2, and the degree of this term 5x is 1, and the degree of this constant term is 0. So the highest degree is of the term is 2, and the degree of the polynomial is 2 here. Similarly, 4x raised to the power 1, the degree will be 1. In the last case, 2x plus 5xy plus 7, x has the exponent 1, y also has the exponent 1. So the sum of the exponent will be 2. So the highest sum of the exponent jo ho jayega, that is the 2 in this whole expression. So the degree is 2. So here we can easily find the degree of the polynomial. But one question is left here. Then we will discuss it. We will discuss it in the after some time. Now we,
सर
sir,
एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है
sir,
कि क्या किसी भी इक्वेशन के अंदर में
yes,
जो हाईएस्ट एक्सपोनेंट होंगे वही
Yes.
डिग्री कहलाएंगे, या पूरे इक्वेशन के अंदर में जितने भी डिग्रीज होंगे उनको ऐड करके डिग्री बताएंगे?
उनको डिग्री एक टर्म के अंदर, एक टर्म के अंदर जितने वेरिएबल होंगे, एक टर्म में, एक टर्म के अंदर जितने वेरिएबल होंगे उनका सम सबसे पहले निकालेंगे, फिर होल एक्सप्रेशन के अंदर देखेंगे सबसे बड़ा डिग्री किस टर्म की है, वही डिग्री ऑफ द पॉलिनोमियल और इक्वेशन बन जाएगी.
ठीक है सर.
Now, I think these examples are clear, but one question is given for your challenge here. I will discuss it. Or now we move to the classification of the polynomial. I think there is no problem, but there is one problem that I have given you, that I will discuss after some time. Now we move to the classification of polynomial. The polynomials has been classified in two ways. Number one, term wise, and number second is the degree wise. So here we take the first type, that is the term wise classification. Term wise classification, any polynomial having one term, any polynomial having one term is known as the monomial. Any polynomial that has two terms known as the binomial. Similarly, any polynomial has three terms known as the trinomial. So what about the number 2 here? 2 is a constant polynomial. Because the number is there, no doubt the variable is hidden there. So it will be the monomial. So the monomial, binomial, trinomial, these are the classification here. So easily we see here the monomial. So the 3x square.
One moment. Yes, I'm not allowed to be frivolous.
So the term wise we have discussed here the monomial. Any polynomial has only one term is known as the monomial. Any polynomial having two terms. You may take another example, x plus y. This is the two term. X square minus 5xy. This is also, it has also two terms. 2 minus 5x. It has also two terms. Similarly, the trinomial. Trinomials, there are three terms here. So the trinomial has three terms. So easily we can say that trinomial has three terms. It is a 5x minus 2y plus 4z. There are three terms. One term is 5x, another term is minus 2y, and the last term is 4z. So it has three terms, x square plus 5x plus 6. This is a polynomial in one variable. There is only one variable, that is x here. In the third trinomial case, we have taken three variables here, x, y, and z. So there are three terms, 5x minus 2y and 4z. So it has three terms. So then after that, it is all are polynomial. If we say about the 2x, 2x is also a polynomial. 3x, but after the classification, they have been classified according to the term wise. If there is only one term, then it is a monomial. If there are two terms, then it is a binomial. If there are three terms, then it is a trinomial. And a number is a constant polynomial. Number is a constant because its value is never changed here. So it is a constant polynomial. Now, according to the degree wise. Now we have taken some standard form or the general form of the polynomial here. Now we see a polynomial ax plus b. A is not equal to 0. When a becomes 0, then it becomes a constant polynomial. So we see here the exponent of the x in the first term, ax plus b. So the exponent of x, that is 1, hence it has degree 1. So the any polynomial having degree 1 is known as the linear polynomial because it has the degree polynomial. For example here, if we take another example here, x plus y, if we take the example x plus y or the earlier example here, 5x, in the case of trinomial, 5x minus 2y plus 4z. There are three variables here, x, y, and z. What we see here? The exponent of x is 1, exponent of y is 1, z, exponent of z is also 1. So the degree of, in each cases, the degree is 1 of the term. Each term की degree क्या है? 1, 1. Hence the degree of this trinomial 5x minus 2y plus 4z is a linear polynomial. In the case of binomial, 2x plus 7, x has the degree 1. X has the exponent 1. So the degree of the first term 2x is 1. Or the degree of this polynomial is 1. Hence it is a linear polynomial. In the case of second polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c. So it is compulsory to write down a is not equal to 0 when a becomes 0 in the case of second quadratic polynomial. So when a will be 0, so x square becomes 0 and it becomes a bx plus c, or it becomes a linear polynomial. So it is very important to note that we have to define what is the value of a here. So the a is not equal to 0. It should not be equal to 0. So ax square plus bx plus c, the degree of the term, first term ax square is 2. The degree of the second term bx is 1. And the degree of the constant term c is 0. So the highest degree in all the term is 2. Hence, the quadratic equation is quadratic polynomial. Any polynomial with degree 2 is known as the quadratic polynomial. And what about the cubic polynomial? A polynomial with degree 3, a polynomial whose degree is 3 is known as the cubic polynomial. Now we see the case of general form of the cubic polynomial, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Here is also is not equal to 0. When a becomes 0, then it will be a quadratic polynomial because the term first term ax cube will become ax cube becomes 0. So in the case of first term ax cube, the degree of the term ax cube is 3. And in the second term bx square, the degree of the term is 2 because the exponent is 2 here. So the degree is 2 here. In the third term cx, the exponent is 1. So the degree of the term cx or the third term is 1. And the last term, that is the d is a constant here. So the degree of this term is 0. So in all these 4 terms, the highest degree is 3. Hence, it is a cubic polynomial. It is clear now. So we can take another example. 4x cube plus 5x square. 4x cube plus 5x square. So 4x cube 5x plus 5x square is also a cubic polynomial. Or x square x cube plus 5. There are 2 terms. It is a binomial, no doubt. But x cube plus 5, but the degree of the first term is 3. Hence, it is also a cubic polynomial, quadratic polynomial, or a biquadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomials, a polynomial with degree 4. Standard form or general form is written here: ax raised to the power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. So the degree of the first term ax cube raised to the power 4 is 4. The degree of the bx cube second term, degree of the 3 second term is degree is 3. In the third term cx square, the degree is 2 because the exponent is 2 here. In the fourth term dx, so degree is 1 here, and it is a constant, its degree is 0. So I think the degree of the polynomial is classified. We can easily classify according to the degree wise. So first,
Sir,
again recapitulate it. Sir,
sir, one question is coming.
yes.
What is 0 polynomial and in which degree wise polynomial it will come?
Yes, just after some time it will come, sir.
Okay.
It will come.
Okay.
It will come. So the classification. Now we come to the degree wise. Again, you can see here classification of polynomial degree wise. You can see the example here on the screen. Zero, name constant polynomial. Example, it is given here 3. In the second case, x plus 1, y plus 1, x plus y. There are so many examples of linear polynomial here. X plus 1, quadratic polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c. Cubic polynomial x cube minus 2x plus 7. It is a cubic because the degree is 3. Quartic, and the polynomial with degree 5 in the case of s raised to the power 5 minus 1. Any polynomial with degree 5 is known as the quintic polynomial. I think it is clear. The quintic polynomial. So now we move the polynomial chart. Now we move to the polynomial chart. In this chart, the polynomials are written according to the degree wise or the term wise. One example we have taken here, the 6. So the degree is 0, hence it is a constant polynomial. 6, there is only one term, hence it is a monomial. So when we classify it according to the term wise, then it will be the monomial. And when we classify it according, or we write it in the according to the degree wise, it is a constant polynomial. Similarly, x plus 3, there are two terms. So term wise, it is a binomial. Degree wise, it is a linear polynomial because the exponent of x is 1 here. Quadratic polynomial, 3x square. So the degree is 2, it is a quadratic. But the term is only 1 here. So 3x square. So we should not be confused. 3x square, there are two terms. But the term is always formed when there is sign of plus or minus in between 3 and x square. So there is only one term. It is a monomial. So the cubic polynomial 2x cube minus 5x square minus 2x. There are 3 terms. It is a trinomial, but the degree is 3 here. The highest degree is 3. Quartic, x cube raised to the power 4 plus 3x square. The term is 2. It is a binomial. So now I hope you have understood it. Now we again compile it. Coefficient, terms and degree. An example, I have taken here 3x plus 5 by minus 9. The letters written in the red color are the variables. Blue colors 3 and 5 are known as the coefficient, and a green color, that is the 9, it is a constant. So there are how many terms are there? 3x, 5 by and minus 9. So there are 3 terms. So it is also a trinomial, but the degree is 1. Hence it is a linear polynomial in 2 variables. That is why it is known as the linear polynomials. Linear, why it is linear? Because the degree of the polynomial is 1 and there are 2 terms, and the linear polynomial in 2 variables. Right? Now we go to the coefficient again. 4x cube plus 2x square minus 3x plus 1. There are 4 terms. Coefficient are 4, 2, minus 3, 1. 1 is the constant here. So the coefficient are 3, 2 and 4. So the coefficient means the numbers which are multiplied by the variables. So these are known as the numeral coefficient. So actually the coefficient of x cube is 4 and vice versa. Coefficient of x cube is 4. It is a numeral coefficient, but it is also that the 4 is also the coefficient of x cube and x cube is also the coefficient of 4. So both are vice versa here. So in the second case, so now we go to the question here. What is the degree of the zero polynomial? What is the degree of the zero polynomial? Now, in this case, I took it a very simple example to explain. 0 is a polynomial when any polynomial with a constant number as 0, with a real number as 0. In the case of polynomial, it is a 0 polynomial. And 2, this is also a variable, this is also a variable here in this case. When any variable has the coefficient 0 is known as the 0 polynomial. And this is a monomial. Now in this case, we have to find what is the degree of the, how can we define the degree of the 0 polynomial. Now you see here, so the 0 can be written as 0 into x raised to the power 0. 0 can be written as 0 into x raised to the power 1. 0 can be written as x raised to the power 2. So the 0 can be written as 0, and so on. What we see here, here the degree is 0. In this case, the degree is 1. In this case, the degree is 2. In this case, the degree is 3. So we see it, the degree kept on changing here, or the degree keeps on changing here. Hence, the 0 polynomial, the degree of the 0 polynomial is not defined, because sometime it is 0, sometime it is 1, sometime it is 2, and sometime it is 3. So it is not a certain number, whether it is the degree of the 0 polynomial. So the degree of the 0 polynomial keep on changing here. Hence, the degree of the 0 polynomial cannot be defined. I think it is clear, or the question is clear, I think. Why the constant polynomial? This is one of 3, the constant polynomial. Why the degree of the constant polynomial is always 0? Because it has the fixed value. So the 3x raised to the power 0. That is why the constant 4x raised to the power 1, we cannot write it here because it becomes 4x. So the degree is always 0. So any constant polynomial has always the degree 0 here. So it is, I think that you have understood what is the degree of the 0 polynomial and what is the degree of the constant polynomial here. So degree of the 0 polynomial, it always keeps on changing here. So we cannot determine a fixed value here, fixed degree here. So the degree of the 0 polynomial is never defined or is not defined. But in the case of constant polynomial, the degree is always defined, that is 0 here. Now we move to the term, like term and unlike term. These are the most important factors of the algebraic expression or the polynomial. ये बहुत ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है
सर। एक और क्वेश्चन आ रहा है
सर।
कोई स्वाति है रांची से
सर,
वो पूछ रहे हैं, फाइंड द 0 ऑफ द क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल x square plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationship between the 0 and the coefficient.
Yes sir, I will take it after this slide.
Okay, fine.
Because now we go to the term wise, like term and unlike terms here. So we have already understood the terms. Now we move to the like term and unlike. This is the most important part of this algebraic expression. So the terms of a polynomial having the same literal factors, the terms having the same literal or variable factors are called the like term. Here we can see These are the two examples that we have taken here. One example is the 3x plus 6 plus 7x plus 3. So in the case of 3x plus 6 plus 7x, 3x and 7x, these are two like terms. Why they are the like terms? Because the literal factor in both the cases x comes here one time in the 7x, x is also the one time. So the factors of 3x are 3 and x. The literal factor is only x. In the case of 7x, the factors are 7 and x. So the literal factor is x. In both the cases, the literal factor has come here only one time. Hence, the literal factors are same. Therefore, 3x and 7x are the like term. And 6 and 3, these are the constant. Hence, there is no problem at all. So, in the second case, we see here then x, 2x, and minus x. The literal factors are x. In the second case, literal factors are also x. In the third case, the literal factor is also x. So x, 2x, and minus x, all are the like term here. Similarly, in the below one, a square b, 5a square b, and 1 by 2 into a square b. A square b, a square. Literal factors are in the first term a square b. So the a has come here 2 times, b has come here 1 time. So in the second one case, a square. So literal factors are a into a or 2 times a and the b. So in all 3 cases, we see here a square b, a square b, a square b, and in both, in all these cases, the literal factors are same, as they are also the like term here. Now we go to the next slide here, unlike term. Unlike term, 5x y square and 7x square y. These are the 2 term here. 2 term here, 5x y square, 7x square y. The factors are 5x, y into y, 2 times y here, 1 time x. In the second term, 1 time y, 2 times x. Since the literal factors are different, because in the first term x has come here 1 time, but in the second term x has come here 2 times. So the literal factors are different. So these are the 2 unlike terms. Similarly, in the expression minus ab, 2b square minus 3a square. The terms are minus ab, 2b square, and minus 3 square. So the factors are minus a and b, 2b into b, and the last one is the minus 3, a into a. These are the unlike terms because there is no common, no literal factors are not same, and these are the unlike terms. Now, zero polynomial we have discussed here. When all the coefficient variables, in terms of a polynomial are 0, then such polynomial is called zero polynomial. And I have told you that I have discussed or I have explained the degree of the zero polynomial is not defined here. And the degree of a constant polynomial, I have also discussed, it is always 0. So the evaluation of polynomial. Now we can find the value of any polynomial for the given value of the variable occurring in it. One example I have taken here. Px is a polynomial in terms of x, polynomial in x, 4x minus 2. And we are going to find out the value of x. Now we put the value of x. So we have to, now we find the value of this polynomial at x equal 3. Sorry, at x equal 2. X equal 4x minus 2 at x equal 3. So polynomial in 3, 4 into 3 minus 2, 12 minus 2, the value of the polynomial at x equal 3, it is 10 here. So we can find the value of any polynomial at the given value of the variable. Now you can see it. Similarly, now we come to the 0 of the polynomial. Now we come to the 0 of a polynomial. So the values of the variable for which the polynomial is 0. The values of the variable for which the value of the polynomial is 0 is called the 0 of the polynomial. Now you see here, I take an example here. A polynomial px equal x minus 2. A very simple example here I have taken. For what value of x? For what value of x? The value of this polynomial is 0. So when we put at x equal 2, what we see? At x equal to, the value of the polynomial is 0. So 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. So we can find another, we can take another example. If we take px equal x square minus 4. This is a quadratic polynomial. Now we have to find the 0 of this polynomial. What we see here, at x equal minus 2, the value of the polynomial 4 minus 4, it is 0. For this one, at x equal to, what we see here, 4 minus 4 equal 0. Now we see that there are two zeros in the case of this quadratic polynomial. There are two zeros. These are the two zeros. At minus 2, it is also a 0. At 2, the polynomial also gives the value 0. So these are the two. Actually, that depends, the 0 of the polynomial depends on the degree of the polynomial. It gives the maximum number of zeros. If the degree is 2, the maximum number of zeros will be 2 here. So here we sum up my session here, and we will discuss much more example here, or you can send your query. So now I sum up my, I think I have taken 2 or 3 questions here, but the queries are much more. So
Thank
we
you,
will
Leonard.
discuss it in the same, in the next session too. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you everybody.
थैंक यू लर्नर्स। शिक्षार्थियों, आशा करते हैं कि आज का क्लास हमारा अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन और पॉलिनोमियल आपको अच्छा लगा होगा। आप हमारे कमेंट्स हमारे वेबसाइट पे दे सकते हैं, और क्वेश्चंस जो है वो एसएमएस के जरिए भी भेज सकते हैं हम, जो कि अगली क्लास में लेंगे।